Banks will include to go via drastic changing to pull through among challenges of technique firms, on to one banking lug. New rules named as outdoor banking business could see several banks vanish above period, says Clydesdale and Yorkshire banking business team head execution David Duffy. 9 main banks must perform quickly. Outdoor banking business tool. How of January 13, customers can select to readily and securely enable their banks to stake detailed information in some banks and financially controlled companies. In customers permit, such companies will be permitted to accessing information consisting income, debts and letter of credit cards, in the aim of offer us adapted finance means relying on how data. Mr. Duffy told the could incantation the end of conventional banking business as we aware it. He's not on one banking against else or a little banking against a big banking. It is how you pull through in a planet wherever some human beings do banking business superior rather than the banks make, he told. It could as well enable big technique companies such as Amazon to come the marketplace, in banks possessing to adjust to pull through. Same banks you aware present might vanish generally above period. Down there are different view on how excess it would be or how rapidly how trial might occur, Mr. Duffy added in wake up to Cash's meeting room stories podcasting. Same banks person the probable impact of die by 1,000 darts, wherever all the person high profit services are creature undertaken out by these some providers. Yours finance information is precious. For sample, a lending supplier would be acute to aware precisely while you go in the red every monthly. To date, the data has been detained by yours banking, and largest human beings remain loyalist to the one they are in. The contest and market's credibility, CMA, found how fair 3% of private customers go their accounts every year. In experience and in period, customers will perhaps see a toolbar on their banking's smartphone application. The will show them how lot cash is in their accounts in various banks, and ultimately how lot they owe on letter of credit cards and keep cards too much. The toolbar will as well enable customers to use services stipulated, not fair by their banking, but by some supplier. So, a industry individual to the banking might get cash leftward above at the end of the monthly and put or rescue it. The CMA claims the will be revolutionist for present expense customers. Mr. Duffy surveyed regulatory of the new framework. Which is the obligation? How is the actual mandrel of the discussion at the time? If you offer the information to a tertiary side how the client has queried and thing goes incorrect in how transactions or down there is a losing, who is exposed? The town controller, the finance hold credibility, told business community provided these services would requirement to encounter requirements intended to defend customers of finance and information losing. In experience, if whatever goes incorrect and down there is an unauthorized transactions, the client's banking must return the cash and complain it behind of the tertiary side if the question was its error. The UK's 9 largest present expense providers were said by the CMA to be prepared to begin outdoor banking business on January 13. They do not involve Clydesdale and Yorkshire. Mr. Duffy told banks will requirement to ensure more than rather than fair finance services. Love largest some banks, his banking has been preparation for the arrival of outdoor banking business by evolving the apps it giving. He has solved how offer way of life options such as journey or public health apps as finance supporting will be key to keeping customers while outdoor banking business arrives.